Okay then, in today's video I'm going to go over everything that you need to know about BILLOFORGE. Starting off with the typing len, BILLOFORGE is a fire and toxic type Loomian, which means defensively we are weak to water, air, mind, and then we are quad weak to earth, and then we resist fire, ice, metal, toxic, brawler, bug, and then we also quad resist plants. And then offensively we can hit water, plants, ice, dark, metal, and brawler, all for super effective stab damage. Jumping into the stats next, BILLOFORGE has 80 health, 87 energy, 112 melee attack, 104 melee defense, 112 range attack, 61 range defense, and 24 speeds. So as you can see, BILLOFORGE excels at being a mixed attacker, so he can either run a strict melee attacking, a strict range attacking, or do a little both and run a mix set. So it can excel at things like hitting some melee walls like Obsidian and Luminami on their range side, and then hit some range tanks like Venolin and Pyrolin on their melee sides. Other than that, we have a pretty high melee defense stat, which means we can take quite a few melee hits, although we can't really say the same for the range defense stat. Like here we can take 1 or 2 range hits, but other than that, we should probably try and avoid them as much as possible. Our energy stat is pretty respectable, which means we don't have to invest that much into our energy to get to at least a 250 mark that most Loomians try to aim towards. And then for our speed, it is super slow, which means we can take advantage fully of Bane of Haste, or we could run a more slow, bulky offensive BILLOFORGE that can take advantage of its signature move, which we'll go over next. Never mind, I lied. Next up, we're gonna go over the abilities. BILLOFORGE has 3 different abilities. The first one is Forge. When we are hit by a fire type move, the damage will be reduced by 50%, and then our melee attack stat will go up by 1 stage. The second ability is going to be Scorching Skin, which makes it so whenever an opponent hits us with a contact move, there's a pretty good chance that they get inflicted with a burn status, although I should also mention that this is going to be ability in the future that gets changed to the Heatwave summoning ability. And then lastly, our secret ability is called Blistering Heat, which lets us poison any Loomian regardless of their typing, so now we can poison toxic type Loomians, although this doesn't bypass abilities like Coursing Venom or Toxic Filter, just the toxic typing. And then on top of that, all of our fire type attacking moves now have a 10% chance to inflict the normal poison status ailment, which I said normal, not toxic poison. Now that the abilities are out of the way, let's go over the moves. Starting with the level of moves, Small gets Heatwave, Singe, Growl, Corrode, Eerie Stare, Bash, Poison, Fire Slam, and Burn Up. Then we evolve into Char Kiln, which his evolution move is Slime, then we get Blaze Punch, Power Focus, Double Whack, Baneful Bash, then we evolve into BILLOFORGE, which its evolution move is Kindled Rage, then we get Muck Blast, Heavy Bash, and Fire Breath, which I did mention a couple of new moves there, so let's go over them really fast. The first one is Heatwave, which is just like all of the other weather summons. When you use it, you summon the Heatwave weather for 5 turns. And then BILLOFORGE's evolution move, Kindled Rage, is another brand new move. It's a 70 base power fire type melee attack that deals double damage if you were already hit by an attacking move earlier in the turn, by your opponent or by your teammate in doubles. And then for the move manuals, BILLOFORGE gets Dodge, Ill Will, Fire Breath, and Bulk Up. And then for the rally moves, there's actually quite a few, so let's quickly go over these. We get Paint Shower, Metal Blast, Steel Crusher, Tamp, Driving Force, Earthquake, Landslide, Raging Flame, Teardown, and Tributes. Whoa, and with all of that being said, that is everything that you need to know about BILLOFORGE.